best thing about creativity is you can run your own personal experiments. One of my favorite personal experiments is I like to ask friends, acquaintances, just even strangers on the street, if you could have a personal theme song. You're about ready to walk into a party, and before you walk in, music starts playing and everybody knows it's about you that's walking in. It's almost like, if you think about it, those relievers in major leagues, right before a reliever is called, boom, the call to the pen, whatever music's playing, you can almost guess which pitcher that is. Now, that's a little bit artificial. You almost think of the movies in Major League with Ricky Vaughn, Charlie Sheen's character, right before he walks in, boom, Wild Thing starts playing. Everybody knows that. You instantly can go ahead and recognize that. But what's your personal theme song? If I'm going to go ahead and ask you for your personal theme song, it's kind of hard to answer that right away. You almost have to do 3 different discoveries. The first one is a self-discovery. What's your personality? What is it that makes you, you? That's important, and it's also kind of hard to actually go ahead and do. The other thing that we need to do is how do we project ourselves out to others? We might have our own self-perception, but if others see us a little bit differently, it's going to be hard to actually come up with something that everyone's going to be able to recognize. It's not going to need any further explanation. It's not going to need any interpretation. It will be painfully and quickly obvious when that music starts playing, they're talking about you. So once you get past that part, then finally you actually have to have a musical discovery. Okay, so now you've got your personality. You're pretty sure everybody perceives you in the same way, but what song best goes ahead and sums that up? So you actually have your 3 different discoveries that have to actually happen. And the combination of those would end up being your personal theme song. And this is important. Self-discovery is important for not only discovery and exploration, but even in the creative process. After all, who knows us better than us? For example, let's use myself for instance. I personally think my personal theme song is obvious. I've never had anybody say that that isn't me. So what exactly is that? I've always had a penchant. I've had chronic lead-footitis. For those of you who know, that means pedal to the metal. I like to speed. Certainly, I used to do it a lot more and with a lot higher tolerances than I do now, but there was absolutely no question that was me. I would be invited to people's houses. They'd love to hear the same stories over and over again, especially the ones where I got pulled over and had to try to talk my way out of the ticket. Some of those were the best, and actually some of the best stories were the ones where I finally actually got the ticket. But either way, there's no question that speeding was part of my personality. So what song did I pick? Well, it's really only one obvious choice. Sammy Hagar's I Can't Drive 55. No question. If that song were playing before I'd walk in, everyone would know, hey, Mo's about to come in here. So we all can do that ourselves. But the important thing is, when we're doing the self-discovery, it's not who we want to be or who we wish to be. It's who we are right now. So technically that can change over time, although some people would argue your base personality never actually changes. But if we just take that for what it is for right now, what is our personality right now? How do we project that out? What song best matches? We've got that. We've got a self-discovery, and you've also got a fun party game and a social experiment. It's very, very interesting to see these answers. Not only do you learn something about yourself, but me as the asker, I learn something too.